Hey folks, what's going on? I just got an email from BioWare that I received, basically asking for what do you think about the Old Republic so far? Any tips or anything like that that we can use as a community? And I thought about it for a while and I figured, hey, instead of just writing an email to them, I'd write an email and throw out a video as to what I think on the game. Obviously I've been pretty big into Old Republic, and I've been enjoying it a lot. There are a number of criticisms I have for the game, though, that I think any of you who have played it who may understand exactly what I'm talking about. I would say the number one problem I have with the Old Republic is no endgame content. Sure, there's some flashpoints, and sure, there's PvP and things like that, but the real problem with the game is that there's no grinding. And that's actually a bad thing. I think it's one of those things that a lot of people thought, hey, grinding, I hate it, it sucks, let's get it out of the game. And so BioWare kind of did that, but in the essence of trying to get rid of grinding, they actually removed one of the best parts of an MMORPG, which is, sorry, text message, mindless grinding. So why is mindless grinding important? The problem is that a lot of people aren't online because there's no reason to be. There's Once you hit level 50, there's pretty much two things you can do: PvP and flashpoints. That's it. What kind of made games like World of Warcraft or EverQuest or other games so interesting at the end game was there was stuff to grind, and it's very very important. There was factions that you could grind. There was fishing and cooking, and there were things that you had to do to excel your character in certain ways that just aren't needed or aren't done in Old Republic that could be. And I feel like it's a major downside of the game. I've already talked about one of the best things of MMORPGs is the social aspect, if not the main thing. And the problem when you get rid of mindless grinding stuff, you get rid of people being online. And when you get rid of people being online, you start getting rid of the social aspect of the game. And that's actually a really major issue that BioWare really needs to address. There needs to be grinding. One of the things that I had talked about before, I don't know if I've ever mentioned in a video, I've talked about it with friends and things like that, is the idea behind a guild battleship, or something that you can dump money into, that for no other reason than to dump money into it. There's a lot of things that Old Republic could do on that, and the economy of Old Republic is horrible. The problem is that there's nothing that I need in an auction hole. I've got nothing to save up for or go after. That's a problem. There's no real economy, and it's so easy to get a mount. You can get a mount, the best ones, the fastest ones, in no time at all. A lot of people probably thought that was a great idea to begin with, but when you get rid of grinding in a game, you get rid of a reason for people to be online, and then it becomes harder to schedule stuff, to get on with friends. I love the flashpoints, I really do. BioWare did an excellent job of level 1 to 50. I loved it. I had such a great time grinding it. I got so into it. Now at level 50, though, I'm kind of bored. I've got nothing to go after. I've got PvP, but to be honest with you, I enjoy PvP and I like it, but I want more. I would love to sit there just grinding daily quests. And you can grind daily quests. There are daily quests in Loom. But the problem is, why? For money? There's nothing I need to buy. I have everything I need in that game. That's a problem. When you've already... I'm not even a hardcore player. I'm just a kind of in the middle player. And I've got everything I need. I've got nothing to save up for, and because of that, the economy gets destroyed. When you have nothing to save for and money comes so easy, what the hell? So, in my opinion, we'll see how many of you play Old Republic agree or disagree with me. The biggest problem with the game right now is that there isn't enough level 50 content, and there's not enough to do. Faction grinding is a great thing. Grinding resources, grinding any of this stuff is a great thing. Mainly, what's interesting too is that I have to grind certain I send my crew out on trade skills to go after things, but it's pointless. The gear isn't better than what I have. The gear that I would have to grind for, I already have better than or have that. So I have no reason to grind at all. Meaning I have less time to be online, and that to me is the big circle of it. That when you have less people, you don't have a motivation to be online, then you're not. And then you have to try and start setting up flashpoints and all that outside of the guild. So we'll see what the rest of you think. I think there are still some major issues that need to be worked out with balancing of the Illume Warzone, or Battlefield, whatever you want to call it, of Empire and Republic. There are still a lot of issues in that, and there's still some bugs to work out in the game. But I think it's just a lack of endgame content for me, and that doesn't mean adding more flashpoints, and it doesn't mean adding more war zones. It means giving me a reason to be online and playing. So, we'll see what all of you guys think of that. Any of you who play Old Republic, more than happy to hear your opinion on it, and more than happy to answer any questions. So, I guess I'll cap it off with that. As always, folks, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my thoughts. Thanks for watching, folks.